Every person I know who got really good at game, including myself, at some point early on in their journey, no matter how long it took to get to that point, you will become addicted to it because you're going to look forward to going out. Do not seek a relationship until you're ready. Now, how do you know you're ready? I would say the first thing is, are you in scarcity? If this is your only option, don't get in a relationship with her. If this is the only girl that you've been dating, do not get into a relationship with her unless you chose to only be dating her because you had options and you liked her the most. That's the first thing I would say. Second thing is if you have the desire to go out and bang other women, right? Go out and bang other women. Get it out of your system for now. Things are cyclical. It's like the Bitcoin market, right? Bitcoin's going down, Ethereum's going down, but it's going to come back up. I promise you that. Just like stocks, it's all cyclical. You got bull markets and bear markets, bull markets, bear markets. You're going to go through phases of your life where you want to fuck everything. You're going to go through phases of your life where you want to put down your head and hustle and build an empire. It doesn't matter what phase of your life is in right now. You know in your gut what you're feeling right now. A lot of guys, I'll ask them if a guy's comes to raw dating advice and he wants to get some coaching or he wants my help with his dating life. One of the first questions I'll ask him is like, "What's your goals, man? What are you trying to accomplish?" Like, and it surprises me because a lot of times, especially if you come from a background of picking up a lot of women like I have, you'll think, well, you know, these guys they just want to fuck everything with a pulse, right? But more often than not, a lot of you guys, you want that relationship. You eventually want to have a wife and kids, right? Which is perfectly fine. One of my goals for myself, even from when I was younger, I've always wanted to have a bunch of children. I've always wanted to play sports with my children. And I've always wanted to have a fucking solid family life. I have that goal. But for basically my entire 20s, I went through a phase where I banged everything I could. And I was meeting a lot of women and I was creating a lot of abundance for myself. You should go through that phase, even if you want to have a wife and kids one day and just one amazing girlfriend, because to be able to bang 10 women, 20 women, 30 women, 50 women, 100 women, it's going to take skills and it's going to take thickening up your skin. It's going to take refining your ability to control your own emotions and stay grounded as a man and work on your masculinity. Become the best, most attractive version of yourself and pursuing a path and a purpose in life above women. These are things that only happen through the hard work and the grit and the hustle that comes from taking on the challenge of wanting to improve your ability to attract women. It's the most noble challenge that I believe any man can ever take on in his life because it's the one challenge that's going to literally improve every area of your life. Because for you to become the most attractive version of yourself, you have to become the most masculine version of yourself. You have to learn how to effectively lead others and yourself. You have to learn how to influence people and persuade people. These are skills that improve every area of your life, especially areas that involve that most men happen to be into, which is getting that money. You think a guy who has the ability to meet and attract and influence women struggles to meet and attract and influence potential clients? No, right? Because it's the same type of skill sets. That's why I suggested to you earlier, read this book called Positioning, and it's all about marketing. You'll learn exactly how to position yourself in a marketplace of every dude trying to spit game at this girl. How do you stand out? Well, marketing concepts still apply. So arguably, when you learn how to date from abundance, when you learn how to build up these skills and you refine those skills and then you choose the woman that you want, that's when you know you're ready for a relationship. But if that's not how you feel right now, follow your fucking gut. Trust your gut. You know deep down what you want. You know deep down if you're ready for a relationship or not. And you know deep down if you're settling for a relationship because this is the only option that you have. So don't seek a relationship until you're ready. Now, here's the thing. Every man is going to go through the same hero's journey. The hero's journey is the hero's journey because every book, every story, every movie, if it's good, if it's well written, follows the hero's journey, right? And it's the same hero's journey that I promise you, if you looked into it, directly applies to the shit that you've been through in your life up to this point. And part of your hero's journey, part of every man's hero's journey, at least a man who is pursuing his full potential, not men who settle for complacency, Not men who settle for just their comfort zone. Men who push their comfort zone, the men who actually accept the hero's journey, they will eventually come to a point where they get tired of the surface level interactions. They get tired of starting from scratch every time you go out and approaching women, right? I went through a phase where I had the most fun doing nothing other than approaching women in mass, right? And sparking attraction with all of them, even if I didn't want to date them, and then trying to bang the ones that I could, right? And for a long time, that was exactly what fulfilled me. But every man who accepts this hero's journey is going to come to a phase where you get tired of this surface level shit. You get tired of, hey, I'm a man who's built myself up so much. Why should I start from scratch every night? And why should I be going off my path to where I'm taking energy away from building this empire, this path, this purpose that I feel like I have in life above women? If you pursue pussy over purpose for your entire life, you're going to get stuck. All right. So eventually you will come to a point where you go into empire building mode. I'll be honest, I'm in empire building mode right now. And raw dating advice is that fucking empire, right? But I could not have even come close to where I am today had I not eventually said path over pussy. My purpose has to come over pussy, which means choosing the fucking woman for you from a place of abundance. And now that person becomes your fucking ride or die chick, the one girl who supports your path and purpose in life and becomes your Beyonce to the Jay-Z. I say it all the time. You were looking for your queen bee, but for you to become Jay-Z, Jay-Z had to put in the fucking work to get Beyonce. You know what I'm saying? So right now, I don't care where you're at in your path. We're all going through the same journey, the hero's journey. Everybody has to start from the same spot, but it has to come for you to understand where you are on that hero's journey. First, you have to figure out where you are to actually go through the hero's journey. But two, you have to accept the fucking calling. You have to accept the fucking calling. And here's the thing. If you tell me I accept it right now, I'm going to look at your actions, not at the words. Because that's exactly what I told you to do with women. And I'm going to practice what I preach because people prioritize what are actually priorities for them. They make time for what is a priority for them. And if you are not yet prioritizing this or making time for it, it's probably because even if you are taking action, if you're not having fun, if you're not being pulled to do this, then you're not having fun doing it, right? You're not having fun doing it, or you have to push yourself to do it because it's not an enjoyable experience for you. If you got pleasure from doing it, you would do it, right? Every person I know who got really good at game, including myself, at some point early on in their journey, no matter how long it took to get to that point, you will become addicted to it because you're going to look forward to going out and just like busting this woman's chops or teasing her and getting that reaction that you're not used to, getting a positive response of attraction from a girl that you just made fun of or teased or playfully challenged. These are little things that you can do, but guys get addicted to it. Once you get addicted to it, now you have fun doing it. When I would go out to Scottsdale 3-4 times a week, right, to all the bars and nightclubs out there, do you think I had to push myself to go out? Or you think I was like chomping at the bit to go out tonight? I was chomping at the bit because it was fun. If you're not yet having fun, you got to figure out ways to make it fun for you, or you got to get to your skill set up to a point, which is the first skill set, learning what to say to attract women. How do you create that intrigue, that spark? Once you get some positive momentum from that, I promise you, you're going to become addicted to it, right? And so our only goal right now is how do we get you to that point where you're able to spark attraction with women so consistently to where you look forward to doing it. It's fun for you.